Good evening. My name is Michaela LaRue Birch, and I'm here tonight to tell you a little bit about Dale Chihuly's glass-blowing artwork. Dale Chihuly's glass structures were a very large part of my childhood, and many of my experiences in nature and beauty with artwork revolved around his art. Let me explain. I grew up in Central Ohio, Columbus, Ohio to be exact. I went to school near Franklin Park Observatory. This was one of the only places that I was able to visit to be inspired in my art. One day, when I was at the observatory, I found a very beautiful structure, one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen. This is called the Sunset Chandelier by Dale Chihuly. This is an installation at the Franklin Park Observatory. In Ohio, not very many prominent artists come to visit. So really, children like me wouldn't have been able to have access to that kind of art if it were not for Dale Chihuly. A little bit about Dale Chihuly's background. Now, glass blowing has been around since the beginning of history. However, silica, which has been around for around 3,000 years, allowed for the creation of new structures that were mainly for looking at or for using to display other things. So this includes artistic forms such as vases and vessels. Chihuly didn't want to conform to this symmetrical idea of art. He utilized gravity and centrifugal force to create new and astounding shapes with his glass. He was able to use this in his art to reflect the beauty of happenstance in nature. Now, due to this, Chihuly's work was spread everywhere. Anywhere that there was a nature exhibit, people wanted his work. Now, you would be able to see this with his structure, Ethereal White Persian Pond, here at the Royal Botanical Garden in New London. As you can see, his structures resemble lilies on the pond. They perfectly complement the background of the nature. The way Chihuly utilized this natural element of glass really brought out the beauty in all of the geography. This way, anyone who would be able to visit the geography could see his artwork and be inspired. Now, this is definitely one of the ways, and the only way, I was able to be inspired by his work. If it were not for him and his efforts to reach out to all communities, I wouldn't have been able to be reached by his art. For example, Dale founded the Hilltop Artists in Tacoma, Washington, where he grew up, to inspire young children to be involved in artwork. He also has created nonprofit organizations for veterans and for the elderly so that people can continue to be inspired by their surroundings and continue to create artwork just the same way he did from his heart. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you learned a little bit about Dale Chihuly's work and that you are inspired by his art and by his beautiful talents. Thank you very much.